What is up, you guys? My name is Roman, and my pronouns are he, him, and his. And today I'm going to be watching and reacting to Biggest Godzilla Ever Minus Zero News Update by Dangerville. So I guess this is another update slash news on or news update on the next the next two Godzilla movies, but I guess mostly minus one or not minus one, minus zero, the sequel to minus one, and yeah. So uh, make sure you be sure to go subscribe to Dangerville. I will link them in the description below. And without any further ado, let's lock in.
So we probably won't be hearing anything officially about Godzilla X Kong Supernova till the end of the year, yeah. But Godzilla might
You mean like we won't get a trailer to the end of the year? Like or do you mean just like get more details? Or both? Maybe he means both. I don't know.
minus zero news just keeps busting in. We might even be getting the first trailer for the movie this September. That's next month, guys, because
Ooh.
Intel dropped last week mentioned that Minus Zero is set to have a pre-release release on September 26th at this year's 64th New York Film Festival. Obviously, New York is going to play a role in the movie, so it makes sense to prioritize that city as the first place to reveal Minus Zero in the States. And a
Yeah, that would make sense.
big thanks to Goji Center for letting me use a couple of his videos to get some B-roll for this video. Make sure to go check those videos out when you're done here. I'll leave links to them down below.
Okay, noted.
And I do want to clearly establish that I don't know if the first true trailer for Minus Zero will come out around that time or not. But if Toho's going to unleash the movie to some people publicly, well, then it makes sense to me that they would also want to give the rest of the world a little sample size as well. Regardless of that eventual trailer, we do have some clear updates surrounding the film leading into release, and y'all need to get fired up. Godzilla Minus Zero is going to be the biggest Godzilla movie of all time. Before I tell you how, though, make sure to stomp that subscribe button and tell me how amped you are for Minus Zero and Supernova.
Honestly, I'm hyped for both. I mean, I guess he meant I didn't I guess he meant so I guess the title meant like the biggest Godzilla movie ever, cuz when I originally read it, I thought they meant like in the movie Godzilla is going to be the biggest, like the tallest Godzilla ever, but I guess that's not the case. But still, that's great that you think it's going to be the biggest one ever. But I'm excited regardless. I'm excited for both of them.
Down in the comments. Alright, so thanks to the announcement that Minus Zero will be shown at the New York Film Festival, which I have plenty of thoughts on. Not all of them are good, and I'll chat about that here soon. But with that confirmation, we now know the movie will be the second longest Godzilla movie of all time.
Second longest Godzilla movie of all time?
Coming in at 135 minutes.
135 minutes, so that's just tell me.
I'm assuming counting credits, meaning the movie itself is probably more like right over 2 hours, give or take a few minutes.
Okay.
Officially, though, this is roughly 4 minutes shorter than Godzilla 1998. So I know people are going to have...
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it makes that's yeah, it makes sense that you would say it's shorter than Godzilla 98. Yeah, that's true cuz it is kind of a longer movie.
Have plenty of thoughts on that, but at the end of the day, this will be the longest Toho produced Godzilla ever.
And ironically, both films take place or both films have Godzilla in New York.
The longest Goji film made with the classic kaiju formula. Now, to me, I'm all for this longer runtime. It actually gets me even a little more amped for the movie.
Me too, but it's a little concerning, maybe. But
I feel like the sweet spot for a good, mostly action blockbuster is right around 2 hours.
I take it back. I'm pumped for it. I think they'll nail it.
In like 20 minutes, 2.5 hours, you know? Anything over that might be a stretch for some people unless the movie's damn good. And I personally feel like movies under 2 hours sacrifice a lot of storytelling that amplifies all the little emotions that come from the more action heavy moments,
Hmm.
unless the story is super simple. I'll be honest with you, the last two Monsterverse movies were right around 2 hours, and they would have, I think, both benefited from about 15 to 20 more minutes of suspense and world building moments thrown in there. I just think it would have made the battles more meaningful with just a little bit more tension built up through a few more minutes of screen time. For example,
Yeah, that would make sense.
all the bits of lore that would have foreshadowed the Scar King were cut from Godzilla vs. Kong. And I don't know, I think that ultimately made the new Empire feel less impactful. But that's still, just my take, and yours may be different, and that's chill.
Mine's a little different, but at the same time, that's understandable.
I just want both of these movies coming out to be epic so bad. And from the sound of
Me too.
it, I think Toho thinks Minus Zero will be epic. Maybe even more than epic to a Godzilla fan like me or you, but like epic to anyone on the planet who likes a good movie. Because this movie, Godzilla Minus Zero, is releasing in the most countries and territories across the planet ever for a Godzilla movie.
Oh,
Yeah, more than even the Monsterverse movies. This will be the biggest worldwide launch the G Man has ever gotten, releasing in 79 countries and territories. That's 16 more than Godzilla X Kong The New Empire, which was released in 63 different global locations. From what I can get out of it, the releases will be staggered throughout most of the month of November. And I know some of you are worried you still might not be able to see it, but the chances are clearly the highest it's ever been for everyone to get to watch the movie. Still might not be able to see it, but the chances are clearly the highest it's ever been for everyone to get to watch the movie. We just have to wait for Toho to work out all those fine details behind the scenes with each nation and territory. It doesn't make sense to me how we can't all just get the movie on the same day, but hey, what do I know? That alone, though, is kinda crazy. The fact that Toho is trying to let everyone get a chance to see this movie when a decade ago, I wasn't able to see Shin Godzilla where I live in the States due to its limited release. Godzilla and
I was lucky to see it because I live in the States, but it didn't come to digital until like a year later. But yeah, but I'm glad I saw it in the theater. I saw it at Music Box Theater when it came out, and I loved it.
Toho have really come a long way, and this is just super cool. Thank you, Toho, for opening up to the world. You're making a lot of people very happy by doing this.
Yeah,
Now, I want to circle back to this whole early release on September 26th at the film festival thing. Before I talk, how do you feel about this? I seriously want
yeah. Thank you, Toho.
to get like an overall consensus from you Dangerville residents. On the surface, it comes across like a cool thing, right? Our guy Godzilla is getting a position at one of the more big and famous film festivals in the world, and that's awesome. But
Mhm.
it comes with some pros and cons, I think. I never know what y'all want first, good thoughts or bad. Well, let's just get the bad out of the way, shall we?
Yeah, I agree. When someone says I got some good news and I got some bad news, usually they want to hear the. Usually people want to hear the bad news first, and I'm one of those people personally.
Showing anyone, even some honorable folk who were probably paying a lot of money to attend the festival, and who are probably sworn in to not record, share, or spoil anything from these movies, it still allows the possibility that this entire movie will be ruined over a month before the world gets to see it. And in today's
Yeah, that would suck. That means I got to be more careful. I would have to be careful since I'm on the internet constantly.
world, it's almost impossible to not have movies or games or almost anything spoiled for you. Even if you try to avoid it, you would literally have to never get online in any form to not have it ruined, I'm sure.
Which would be hard for me because I'm constantly on the platforms like YouTube and stuff. I it's gonna be I'm gonna have to really try, I guess.
So, as you can tell, this whole thing worries me. I'd like to think the lucky few who get to see it would stay true and not spoil it, but history tells us to not get our hopes up there.
Yeah.
Now, if you're like, Jacob, who cares? It's just a monster movie. Well, just imagine if this carefully kept story of Godzilla minus
Wait, who's Jacob? I don't know. I was just asking.
zero, all the secrets of this movie were just spoiled for us all. All the impact of whatever happens in the movie once you get to see it would be severely broken. And don't even get me started on if there's leaks that come out saying the movie's trash or something. That could kill the momentum for minus zero. But there is a way where this could actually be good for the movie. If these early viewers love the movie and don't manage to spoil it in their excitement, but they go out and just praise the film for being such a good time and a great Godzilla movie, better than minus one even, then I think minus zero could perform even better than what early predictions are suggesting. Word of mouth is very real in today's film industry, and for a movie like Minus Zero coming off the back of Minus One and its extreme success, if it gets good early praise without anything being spoiled, man, the sky's the limit. So, like I said, pros and cons to this, but the risk is very high, which makes me think Toho is extremely positive towards Minus Zero and thinks it really does have a chance at taking over the world. And the risk of a few leaks won't outweigh the potential positivity mark.
Hopefully, it doesn't get leaked of whatever monster appears. I mean, hopefully, it probably will get leaked. That means it's very likely to get leaked. That of they'll leak whoever the other monster in it is, because which would suck. Because I want to be surprised. Because I know a lot of people, including me, got spoiled that were spoiled that Rodan would show up at the end of Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2. So I'm worried the same thing's going to happen with this one.
Marketing that could come from showing this movie early on. Although I'm still kind of off put by the idea of getting this movie that I'm like super stoked for ruined for me. Who's in the same boat as me? So
I am.
this September 26th, just know there may be spoilers for Godzilla Minus Zero and to tread carefully. I'm still hoping and kind of thinking it will work out this way, that the official full trailer will drop around the same time and it will sort of distract people from any potential leaks and give us all something to think and talk about. In the end, though, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Residents, this has been Jacob, and that concludes this Atomic News Update. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, leave me a big ol' scream.
Noted. I'll give it a hard like. Um, yeah, fun. This was a fun video, you guys. Um, yeah. Yeah. As I said, I agree with most of. I do agree with most of the things he says, and I do hope that um, nothing too major gets leaked, but at the same time, it's very possible if somebody records stuff. So just something you got to watch out for coming next month in September. But so that's just something you got to something you got to look out for coming next month. But yeah, so uh uh either way, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, possibly share it with a friend. And if you're new, hit subscribe to my channel for more content. And I'll see I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye-bye.